Welcome to Math 101, Topics in Mathematics. Let's go over the syllabus first. And as we go through it, I'll have additional comments other than what's written on the syllabus. I'm Alex Cameron. My email address, alexcameron@muhlenberg.edu. I will use that a lot. It's my main form of contact with you. And I'll probably mention more about that when I get to the email section of the syllabus. The textbook. For all practical purposes, 10th edition, published by COMAP. If you could find a previous edition, that will work as well. But we are using the 10th edition. There will not be assigned readings from the textbook. The material for the class will be contained in lectures, or if I post like a PDF of additional notes for you to look at. But there won't be assignments directly from the textbook. The textbook is useful for clarifying what we do in lecture. But as far as the types of problems you could be asked on homeworks, exams, worksheets, they should follow from what we do in these lecture videos. Course description and goals. This course is designed to give the student appreciation of mathematics as an integral part of our culture, as well as applications to various other disciplines. So we'll be doing several different applications of mathematics, and I would imagine most of you have not seen most of the applications we'll be doing. There's a list of applications: topics in management science, digital revolution, financial mathematics, game theory, size and growth, in addition to further selected topics. I would imagine most of you have not studied any of those. I'm just thinking, like through high school and through some of my college classes, I didn't see most of those topics until like a higher math course. Now that doesn't mean this course is designed to be a higher math course. What we'll do in this course is look at introductory and some beyond introductory material to all of those, for all of those subjects. We'll see more as we go on what I mean by that. Department learning outcomes. Successful students will gain the following introductory department learning outcomes: skills in mathematical computation and analysis, skills in comprehension and written mathematical communication, and skills in abstract math definitions and theorems. A lot of this course will be set up as definitions and theorems and using those. As far as the written mathematical communication, a lot of math actually is, a lot of understanding math is writing math. And as you write up your solutions, now I don't mean you have to write like sentence, 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 but writing down math helps you to organize it in your brain, and it also helps you, it helps clarify the things that you don't fully understand. Like as you're writing something, it becomes a little more clear quite frequently which topic you don't understand as well as you'd like to. So written mathematical communication is definitely going to be important for our homeworks and exams. Now, again, not sentences and like paragraphs, not that type of writing, but being able to go from beginning to end of a problem in a linear manner is what I would consider written mathematical communication. Skills in comprehension, computation, and analysis. Well, we'll pretty much everything we will do will involve at least one of those. Most of the things we do will involve more than one of those. Course modality. This course is designed to be synchronous with asynchronous components. So the normal meeting time for this course is Tuesday, Thursday, 9:30 to 10:45. So we will have a synchronous meeting on Thursday at 9:30 to 10:45. I'll send a Zoom link a couple minutes before 9:30. And in that we'll pretty much review the week of information, and we'll go over the worksheet and any other questions you have. The lectures will be given as videos like this. So right here I have the board I'll be using. This is right now I am in my living room, and before last fall I put this on the wall, and I think it's been pretty useful. Where are we? Additional asynchronous material includes worksheets, homework assignments. In a regular in-person math course, I would give worksheets and homework assignments, and those are things we would work on at the end of a class if there's extra time, or you'd work on them on your own. For more information, please see pages 2 and 3. Well, we'll see that when we get there. Course unit instruction. 75 minutes each week, so that meeting will be on Thursday at our regular class time, but beyond that we will have additional activities including online videos, worksheets, homeworks, exams, some supplemental notes, and emails. More on emails in a moment. Canvas. All material will be posted on Canvas. You should, well, I guess if you're watching this video, then the Canvas page is working. But if Canvas for some reason is not working, you should let me know. I know in the fall there were 2 times when Canvas pages randomly stopped working. If that happens, we'll manage that fine. If that happens, don't worry. Even if it happens on, say, an exam day. If it does, don't worry. We'll figure something out. The Canvas page will be organized by week. So it'll be like week 1 and then some title for the week 1 information. Then under that you'll have worksheets, well, a worksheet. And if there's a homework assignment, that'll be in the given week. Due dates and times will be made clear. They'll probably be in the title of the homework. Email. I will contact you using my Muhlenberg email account. I will not use and do not check the Canvas contacting system. I find the Canvas email system very difficult and counterintuitive to use, so I don't use it. Any questions or comments you have should be sent to me by email. I guess that should be slightly altered to say you could ask them in an email, or you can ask them in our Thursday meeting. I hope to respond to all emails within 24 hours. I should be able to respond within 24 hours. You do not need to set up email notifications, so there will never be an email I send you that's so important you need to see it the minute I send it. But I do think you should check your email at least once a day, because in a given week I'll probably send an average of 2 to 3 emails, I guess. At the beginning of each week, I will send an email with weekly expectations and information. So this will probably be on Monday morning. I'll send an email that says like week 1 information. And it'll go through, like I'll usually say we have this many lecture videos, there's a worksheet. If there's a homework assignment, I'll mention the homework assignment. And in that, when I talk about the lecture videos in an email, I usually say like lecture video 1.1 is on this topic, and then I'll say 1 or 2 sentences on that topic. Those are definitely very good to read through, because when I'm writing an email, I try to think, what is the most important 1 to 2 sentence comment I can make on a given lecture? So I would definitely recommend reading that carefully when I send one, maybe even reading it twice, once before, once after looking at the lecture. Office hours. Right now I will not set any office hours. As the semester goes, we might realize that scheduling an office hour is useful. And if that happens, I'll set an office hour. But for now, we'll do office hours by appointment. One of the reasons I'm not right now setting any office hours is I expect the latter maybe half hour of our Thursday meeting will function as essentially an office hour, because going over the worksheet solutions and then further comments I might have, I don't think will take the entire 75 minutes, but we'll see. Lectures. Lectures will be pre-recorded and posted in a playlist on YouTube. A link to the playlist will be provided on Canvas. That'll be in its own separate module. All notes will be contained in the lectures. Copies of the notes will not be provided. So I'm not going to post a PDF with all the notes. To get the notes, you have to look through the videos. It's expected that you watch each lecture during the week it was first posted. Lectures may not be reproduced, transferred, distributed, or displayed in any manner. Math is a subject which builds on itself. So, like for the first 3 weeks, we're covering topics from chapters 1 through 4. And some of the topics in chapters 3 and 4 are, well, you need information from chapters 1 and 2 to understand chapters 3 and 4. So if you push off one of these weeks of lectures and then try a future week of lectures, there will likely be things that aren't as clear as they could be, as they would be if you watched them on the week they were first posted. Workshop. I will hold a virtual workshop using Zoom each Thursday from 9:30 to 10:45. A link will be provided. It'll be provided at probably like 9:28, 9:29. We'll cover solutions to the worksheet along with any other questions you have. Attendance is expected. Worksheets. A worksheet will be provided each week, so that'll, I mean, the problems in the worksheet will be related to the problems we go over in the lectures. Solutions will be covered during the workshop. Homework. Homework will be assigned and due regularly. It's not going to be a homework every week. I would guess that there will be 5 or 6 homework assignments. I would lean probably more towards 6 than 5. But depending on how the timing of the semester goes, it might be 5, it might be 6. Your lowest one assignment will be dropped. So you can keep that in mind. Homework must be legible and intelligible, and you must show all necessary work to receive full credit. So when you're doing your homework, make sure I can read it, make sure it makes sense, and make sure you show all your work. To submit homework, please send pictures or scanned images of your homework to me through email. I did that last semester and in my winter class, and it seemed to work pretty well. So just take pictures. Make sure you can read the pictures, because there were times where I had to say something like, I can't read the pictures, can you please resend it or something. So it would be best if the pictures were clear the first time. Although there weren't deductions if they weren't clear the first time. I mean, there won't be deductions for electronic errors. Exams. There will be 3 exams, including a semi-cumulative final exam. Exams 1 and 2 will be available on Canvas at 9 a.m. and due by 5 p.m. on the given day. So the days are given in that chart underneath this. Exams 1 and 2 are 50 points, 75-minute exams. Semi-cumulative final. So by semi-cumulative, I mean it will cover topics from the entire semester, but it won't cover all topics. So maybe, I don't know, 2 weeks, a week before final exam, I'll say these topics from the first 7-8 weeks will not be included, and I'll give you a list of topics that you won't have to look at. And I might give you a list of topics you could have to look at. And we'll see later in the semester. Submitting exams is the same as submitting homework. Email me pictures or scanned images. Final grade is out of 300 points. 100 for the first 2 exams, each one is 50 points, 100 for the final, and 100 for the homework. Letter grades, that's standard there, 90% will receive at least an A-, and so on. Extra credit. There will be no extra credit for individual students. If I do give anything which qualifies as extra credit, it will be offered to the entire class. The syllabus describes what will be graded, so you know your responsibilities across the next 15 weeks. Calculators. Calculators are not allowed unless I say they are. So a couple of the topics we do, I will say you can use a calculator for this, but in general, I strongly recommend against using calculators. Calculators are not very helpful for understanding math. But there will be topics, like in the financial math things we do, I mean, there are going to be numbers like 1.09 divided by 12 all raised to the 360th or something like that. You can definitely use a calculator for something like that. But for most of the topics, we'll just be dealing with normal, smallish whole numbers, and a calculator will not be necessary. Academic Integrity Code. Students are encouraged to review the college's Academic Integrity Code. You are expected to act with integrity. I mean, you're college students. You should act with integrity. Don't cheat. Appropriate authorities will be notified about plagiarized work, and the plagiarized assignment will receive a 0. Now the next page, these are on all the syllabi. I didn't write these sections, but Academic Resource Center, so if you need tutoring or if you want tutoring, you can use that starting Wednesday, February 17th. I would recommend when you have questions, you should ask me first, because I think, and I'm pretty sure it will be easier for you that way if you ask me first. Students with disabilities or special needs, the students who fit this category generally know what they're doing with this, so let me know if you have any questions about that. And the same with financial hardship. If you are experiencing financial hardship, then you can contact the appropriate department at the college, or you can say something to me if you want, and we'll figure something out. Tentative course schedule. So I have this arranged by week. Well, I have it arranged by blocks of weeks. The dates go from Sunday to the last Saturday. That's how I arrange weeks, so those are the dates I included. So the first 3 weeks we'll be doing topics from chapters 1 through 4, and so on. Week 6 is our first exam. Week 11 is our second exam. They will be on the Tuesdays. Now that doesn't mean there's nothing on those corresponding Thursdays. So for example, week 6 Thursday, I will by then post videos for the following topics, something in chapter 18 probably. And then that would start on that Thursday and then go through the next 2 weeks. And similarly for the next one. Now, it does look like we are covering a lot of material. And we are covering a lot of material in the sense that there are a lot of different things we're doing. And like, for example, weeks 7 through 8, we're covering 3 chapters. Now, we're not doing everything in each of these chapters. I'm going to go through these and pick and choose what I consider the most interesting. And I mean, there are some topics in here that they make way more complicated than they have to. And I usually steer clear from overly complicated things. Some of you might disagree with that based on how this goes. But I'm more concerned in a class like this to give you some things you haven't seen before, and to see that you understand those some things. There will be some things that we go in more detail, that we go into more detail than other things, but there will be some of these topics where we just hit the surface and maybe a little below the surface. So we're not going to cover everything in each of these chapters, but we will cover some things in each of the chapters. Is that the last page? Oh, yeah, that's the last page. Oh, final exam will be during the exam week. When that date is decided, I'll let you know about the final exam. But for now, I hope you enjoy the course. Last semester I taught this course, and there were some students who said they found it very interesting because we are covering things that you almost definitely did not see. And you know, I find some of the things quite interesting in this semester, and I hope you do too.